Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Lindsay Anderson, the host of this Ask Me Anything. I have been building online coaching businesses for the last 20 years. My specialties are sales, marketing and sales systems to fill your coaching businesses and how to leverage your coaching business for more time, more money, more freedom, and more impact. Welcome to this Ask Me Anything. Any questions are totally welcome. So I'm going to turn on Instagram here. I'm a big fan. Okay. What I teach is helping people create a simple system for getting individuals off of social media. Hey, everybody, and into your coaching programs. I'm going to turn on Instagram here. So if you will give me a moment, go ahead and start typing your questions in. Hey, it's Lindsay Anderson. I am here for Ask Me Anything. I've been building coaching businesses for 20 years. I'm talking to Instagram right now. I am live on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, all the places. So if you want to ask questions, I'll take them over here. Hey, how's it going? We're going to learn how to build amazingly successful online coaching businesses. Now, I pulled a little double microphone situation here, okay, where I have my mic here and then I got my Instagram mic there. So for those individuals that are joining me, hey, Shauna, can you hear me over there on Instagram? Lots of people here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you've joined me for the Unlaunch Method Workshop this past week, it has been amazing. It's not too late to get the replays. So you're going to go to the unlaunchmethod.com if you want my step-by-step strategy on how to attract the right people on social media, get them off of social media and into your coaching programs. All right, here we have a question. I would love guidance on how to nurture rather than coach in the DMs. So when we start bringing up the DMs, I know a lot of people feel a lot of angst there. And what I would like to propose to you is that DMs, hey, Amy, nice to see you. Amy, this is great. Nice to see you. Amy Toth is the one who asked that question. Highly skilled coach. She always asks great questions. So we're going to talk about DMing. So first of all, this is what you've got to know about DMs. I got my whiteboard here, okay? I got my whiteboard here. So when we talk about social media, first, I want to get your mind right, okay? Sound is working in all the areas. Oh, Robbins, Lindsay, we can't hear you on Instagram. Hold on. You can't? Hold on. They can't hear me on the Instagram. Can you now? Shauna, can you now? Can you now? Oh, I'm going to be so sad if you can't hear me on Instagram. One more test over here. Then we're going to talk about DMs. Hey, everybody, which, by the way, not yet. Okay, I'm going to undo this. Oh, yes, Robin can. Emily, can you hear me? Yes. Great. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, everybody. Awesome. We're going to talk about DMs. And I think even on Instagram, I can get you guys to see this, which, by the way, if you have a sense that maybe my team and I can help you, if you're looking to build a coaching business and you want a proven strategy, step-by-step strategy on how to do that, like a step-by-step system, go do this, go do that, and you think we might be able to help you, then Emily's going to throw down an application here. Emily, please put in the application link. Applications are open till tomorrow. All that means is next step, we're going to have a call. Okay, let's have a clarity call. I've really enjoyed talking to people if you get a sense that we could be helping you. So hop on that call. I have a whole process. So Emily will drop that link. That's available till tomorrow night. Okay, applications and replays. Hey, Denise, how's it going? Nice to see everybody here. We're going to talk about DMs. Here is what you need to know, okay, let me change your perspective on social media. It's all a quality game, okay? It's quality versus quantity. And instead of viewing social media like this vast expanse of anybody, hello, everybody, blah, 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 okay? Like this huge thing. We always want to be viewing social media by the micro, not the macro. This is what I say about social media. Take care of the micro and the macro will take care of itself. What the heck does that mean, Lindsay? And what does that have to do with DMs? Well, is what it means of instead of saying, I need a bazillion followers so I can be like Kim Kardashian and then I will finally be a successful coach. This happens a lot. I get people that come to me and they say, Lindsay, I have 300,000 followers on TikTok, but not a single coaching client. You do not want to run into that. So you want to run social media. Thank you, Denise, on Instagram. You got to run social media like your virtual black book. And what does that mean? You are thinking this view social media as your customer relationship management system. It's a way you can communicate with prospects and clients and colleagues and friends. And when you put quality inputs into social media, which looks like you care about who you follow, you care about who follows you, you're actually on the platform utilizing the platform, okay, and you're giving it good information, and you're not doing what I like to call I don't have another marker here, hold on, the good old-fashioned content drop and run, where you don't even interact with anybody or much less care about the followers you have. Social media can't help you. Jessica, welcome. But when you start viewing social media as your customer relationship management system, and when you're on social media, you're like, why am I following that? Get out of here. You're not part of my customer relationship management system. Because as marketers, we go join every Facebook group and we like everybody's page and we comment on everybody's thing. And then social media and the powerful algorithms cannot serve you. So go for quality over quantity. And then what happens? Something magic happens. When we're use Facebook as this example. Welcome everybody. I'm accepting questions. Emily is making a list. So enter your questions. We'll get them in order. I'll be here for about an hour and I'll answer anything. Okay. I got some killer Instapot recipes for anybody who wants any. I got 3 kids. Maybe we won't cover that today. Okay. So what happens? Something magical happens on Facebook. If I only have high quality friends that I know, their colleagues, their customers, their current customers, all those things, then Facebook will start recommending me people. Hey, you and this person have 30 contacts in consequence, like are together, like 30, you guys know 30 of the same people. And this is where it comes back to DMs. Then it's super easy to go into the DM and be like, hey, person, we know 30 of the same people. I thought it would just make sense for us to get to know each other. And then all of a sudden you have someone else in your virtual Rolodex. And then you create high quality content that's relevant to people. You post it on social, they see your content, you nurture them, and then you make an invite to something. What I recommend is the invite only event. Hi, Angela. Welcome. So how to coach and not, so the question was, how do I stop coaching in the DMs? You shouldn't even start coaching in the DMs. Okay. This is all a new being. We talk a lot about being. Who are you being? Okay. Being. Typically, Amy, okay, typically when you show up in social media, hey, over there, nice to see you guys, okay? I'm glad I'm getting some laughs. I can't remember what I said, but I'm sure it was hilarious, okay? I'm sure. But write this down. Whatever you're seeing in your business, the customers are like, you're not high value, or I can't afford you, or if you're feeling kind of crappy, okay, your business works just like a mirror, at least in the online coaching industry when we're selling ourselves. Okay. Whatever the business is shining back at me, let me give you a hint. That's actually what you think about yourself. And so the whole hack is being. So being the best hack is, and for those drama kids, my daughter, she's in drama. She has her first play coming up. She's lucky because I think drama and acting is actually, thank you, Shauna, is actually the easiest way to be. And so, Amy, if you're showing up in DMs like a coach And typically we overcoach because we want everyone to get so much value. And we think if they just get so much value from me, they'll actually sign up and work with me. It doesn't work that way. Instead, they say, thank you so much for all that amazing information. I have 6 months of work to do. Mwah! You can't do it. But Amy, you have to, back to drama, you got to put on your inner lawyer. You think any lawyer is going to be answering questions in the DMs? No. And they handle it professionally. So put on your lawyer outfit. Okay. I am a doctor. I don't coach in the DMs. I wouldn't even know how to coach you in the DMs. The next best way for us to carry on is to either get on an IO event, which I can explain to you guys here, or you have a process. You always got to have a process, come into a consult call, then you can prescribe something appropriately. That's one thing people get wrong on sales calls all the time. You're over coaching. Write this down. We'll go on to the next question, but here's a little hack for sales. The only coaching you should ever be doing is coaching people to come into your program. Okay, that's the only coaching. Everything else is, I'm just taking questions. Okay, I'm taking questions. I wouldn't even know what to prescribe you. You think that a doctor will give you medical information on a chat? Just adopt your inner doctor, because you honestly don't know if you can help that person unless you ask them several questions and actually get to know them anyway. So it's a more authentic way of being. So if you're feeling, long story short, you know what? Long story short, I'm going to bring it up, okay? There's 4 questions you can ask. Byron Katie teaches this, but this is how you structure your social media focus. If you're going to social media and you're inviting people on DMs to an IO event, or you're inviting people to, or you're trying to reach out to people on DMs and you hate it, Byron Katie teaches us to ask ourselves these 5 questions. 4 questions, okay? 4 questions. Number 1, is it true? If I reach out to this person on social media, they for sure are going to think I'm spamming them. Is that true? Now, immediately you're going to say, yeah, of course it's true, because all marketers are spammers, right? Then you say, can I prove it? Can I prove it's true? No, you have no idea what the person on the other side of social media is thinking. No way. And in fact, I would argue that for all of us who are transformational coaches and people see a piece of content on social media that moved them enough to follow us, and they are a real person and they are not a bot, I invite you to accept the fact that they actually do need your help. You guys are all helping people get from point A to point B, okay? They don't think you're a spammer. They're looking for help. This is you that think you are a spammer. So can I prove it's true that that person thinks I'm a spammer? No, can't prove it, okay? So good question to ask, guys. How show up? How do I show up to this DM conversation, okay? How do I show up to my sales call, to my doing reels online? How do I show up if I believe it's true? Well, you show up like this. Okay, I don't want to send it to everybody. I'm scared. Oh my gosh, I'll get on the sales call and no one's going to buy from me. You show up smaller. Can I get some yeses in the comments? I see a lot of people here today. Okay, you show up smaller. So the next question, and this is all the work it takes, thank you guys so much, is how do I show up if it's not true? If they actually think I have value to add, how do I show up with my shoulders back and with an attitude like this? Okay, I know you have the problem. Okay, for me, I know you have the problem. Everybody who came to the Unlaunch Method Workshop has a problem. Want to know what it is? How to attract high quality clients on social media and authentically enroll them into your coaching programs with a proven process. That's everyone's problem, okay? Or at least my perfect customer and the majority of the people who are here and everyone I've talked to. And so definitely on social media, I have those answers. I've been doing this for 20 years. It is no problem for me to basically be like, hey, this workshop that I'm hosting, this masterclass has all the answers you need. And I definitely want to get that link into the hot hands as many people as I can. And if you don't have that attitude, you need to look at your webinar, because that is how you should show up. And then you don't care about DMing people. Okay. Oh, Angela, I've decided to dance before my lives to up the vibe. I don't tell anyone that, though. All that stuff works better undercover anyway, Angela. And that's a really good point. Okay. Talk yourself into this stuff. Put on who you want to be. Do it with intent. I call it intent. Don't just get on a sales call and think that rapport is going to be enough. What is your intent here? It's to show up like an amazing, awesome coach that's going to change lives and sell the right people and enroll the right people into my coaching programs. All right, here we go. My program name, Chronic Pain Recovery Method. And Amy, I want to add this. So Amy's final thing, I would love guidance on how to nurture rather than coach in the DMs. And long story short, treat people like people instead of a big glob of something I have to do something with. So get in there, okay? Get to know people, send people a DM, invite them to a masterclass, take care of the micro, just like they're just like a person you met at a networking event and you like know them. Treat them like that and the macro will take care of itself. I promise. Okay. Because then your content will be for one person and you're not trying to reach a bazillion people. Okay. Thank you for the hearts. Here we go. My program name. Do you guys have any questions? I got you on Instagram too. Hi on Instagram. Nice to see you. If you're catching this on a replay, so great. Love to see you. I love these AMAs. I've noticed nobody's asked me for my Instant Pot recipes, and that's okay. Maybe that's a blog for another day, right? That's definitely not great content for you guys. That's okay. That's okay. I love the Instant Pot. So make sure you're filling out the application to work with us. If you get a sense, or if you're trying to grow your coaching business and you like the way that we're outlining this, then please fill out that application. We'll schedule a call and we'll just see. We'll see. That's what it is. It's a conversation. All right. At least Emily laughs at my Instant Pot jokes. Okay. Amy says, my program name, Chronic Pain Recovery Method. Enrollment call is Wildly Creative Strategy Call. Would love your opinion. Want my opinion? Okay. You ready for this? Amy's like, what do I call? I'm about to blow your guys' minds here. Which, by the way, working with me, guys, we do all the shortcuts over here, okay? Like, we know how to put this in a system. So my answer for you is, Amy, pull up AI, okay? Which is ChatGPT. Do I have any ChatGPT fans in the house? Okay. Lorianne, I'll answer that question next. Okay. So Amy, go and say, this is what you're going to type into ChatGPT. This is the key. Okay. And we talk about AI all the time. You can't use AI to create content because it will actually know that it was AI generated. There's websites you can copy and paste, like an Instagram post, and you can go to these websites and basically like, was this generated by a bot? So the only way to beat the bot apocalypse is to make sure your content is yourself. But there's so many other ways in which AI can help us. Mwah! Okay. And that is titling for Amy. So Amy, you're going to go to ChatGPT. Okay. AI. And you're going to write, here's the key for ChatGPT. It's only as good as what you give it. So act as if. Yo, ChatGPT, act as if you're a highly qualified health coach and you're looking to name your strategy call or your enrollment call. And these are the kind of people that I target. Make sure I am the most expert high-ticket marketer there is, using only the latest, greatest, most authentic techniques. Give me 5 options. Boom, 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 boom. Amy, that's how I would name my enrollment call. Okay. You don't want to just call it an enrollment call. You want to call it, you want it to have some meat to it. I did sign up for ChatGPT this weekend. Play with it. Play with it. Be aware of it. Okay. It's not the end all be all at all, but you have to know how to strategically use it. Act as if. It'll give you some ideas. It'll give you some really good ideas. Lorianne asks, where do blogs fit in this strategy, if at all? So I like your question, Lorianne. Here are your options. Here are your options for generating high quality leads on social, or high quality leads at all. Sorry, high quality leads. So SEO, that means on Google, which 911. Okay, can you guys see that on Instagram? Kind of, sort of, not really. 911. Okay, ChatGPT is going to change the game here. If you are like already ranking, it's going to change everything, because they're going to give back chatbot answers, like a summary, and like all the links are going to be like way down at the bottom of the page. You have relationship marketing. That's hard to scale, but definitely you want to do it. But like, how can you scale it? You have to put systems in place so you can actually start relying on it, so you are off the revenue roller coaster. Next is launches. You can only do that 3 times a year. That's like a big training. Okay. I give the Unlaunch Method 3 times a year. By the way, you can go and catch the replays till tomorrow by going to the unlaunchmethod.com. Okay. But that's only 3 times a year. That gets you on the revenue roller coaster. So SEO, and then you have ads. Super risky, especially right now. All social media ads are very risky. You only want to run at more than $500 worth of ads, really, with an agency where they can track your ROI. If you're doing some tests under $500 and that's your marketing budget, you can do that, but ads are super risky. You need a proven system to actually scale with ads, which leaves you with social media. Now, this is going to come back to your question, I promise, which is, where does blogs fit in? So back in the day, they fit in pretty well with SEO. And just the name of the game, okay? The name of the game on social right now is short videos and stories. If you're only doing 2 things on social media, these are the 2 things you should be doing on social media, okay? Reels and stories. Reels to attract the audience. Okay, write this down. Reels attract the audience. Hey, here's my bait. Okay, here's the problems. Here's my bait. I'm reeling them in. Stories really help you build intimacy, because you can see who sees your content. You can see who your high engagers are. And it's a real natural way to start a DM. So once they're looking at your stories, I consider them hooked. And then we can also then we can have real DMs. Like, these are the 2 things I would be doing. So where blogs fall into that, that's tough, because it's all about video. Now, if you can turn your blogs into video, that sounds amazing. There's also pieces of AI software, write this down, called Descript. There's also like Pictory, I believe it's called. These, you can take your blogs and you can put it in, okay? You can put it into this AI thing, and it will create you a video from your script. So to answer your question, I would play around with that. Fact is, I don't see how just the written word is going to build intimacy. So it's all about intimacy. That's how you sell coaching. And so the written word on the ladder of intimacy, I call it the intimacy ladder. And there was a time I hated showing my face on social media and stuff like that, okay? Like, I've been through my own struggles. I've made every mistake in the book in 20 years. There's ways that you can love to go on social media and really connect with people. Like, it's all a belief thing. If you hate social media and you don't want to be showing up on social media, you don't want to use social media, which, like, it has a bad rap. Like, it's not like the best invention ever, right? But if you have a bad attitude, you won't get anything good out of it. So here's the intimacy ladder, written word. Okay. Then pre-recorded video. Oh, wait, sorry. Then voice, which is like podcast. And then pre-recorded video. And then live. Because live's not edited. So if you want to up your conversion rates and intimacy, you get the most out of lives, which is why when I teach my invite only strategy that I blew your minds with today, I told you all about what I use to get social media followers into my coaching programs. It's always live, it's high touch, it's boutique, okay? And it creates a lot of intimacy. And that's why it's live and not pre-recorded, because your conversion rates are always so much higher. So those are my ideas for blog. That's my problem with a blog, is that it's really hard to build intimacy with written word, especially now with AI. You can get some pretty polished looking blog posts and those kind of things. I'm so glad you guys are here. How are you guys doing? It's nice to see you guys. Okay. Here we go. Angela, do you think a podcast and YouTube are better places to put energy because they're search engines, and then move them to social media programs? So if you want to know, give me some yeses in the comments. If you want to know my view on the social media channels, like a quick overview on what all of them are used for when it comes to coaching, give me some yeses. Angela, thank you so much for this comment. I'll sit here all day till I get some yes. I know there's a delay. Okay. I know there's a delay. All right. Now I'm seeing it. Instagram, don't disappoint me. I see you out there. Okay. I see you. Thank you. Thank you. So this is what I know. Hi, Jamie. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Here we go. Here we go. I'm glad you asked this question. Okay. TikTok. We're just going to start with the tickety talk. Okay. TikTok. TikTok is really great for audience building. You can get your message out there. You can get a lot of interested followers, but you can't DM people. There's no stories out there. The focus of people is every, 8 seconds. Like, we're talking building intimacy out there is tough because of the For You page. So I do like TikTok. I am on TikTok and it's great, but you need a way of bringing people to where you can DM them. Okay. TikTok also is starting to show up more and more on search engines. So it is in your best interest to start thinking about TikTok. Now, in the States, there's a lot of legislation being thrown around that this makes it also risky. I wanted to include that. These things are always changing. Now, the strategies I teach, they're just tried and true strategies. It doesn't really matter if you're on the Tickety Talk or on the LinkedIn. Okay. It doesn't make me seem very authoritative when I call it the Tickety Talk, does it? Okay. I know it's called TikTok. All right. TikTok. So back to your question, which is, well, why don't we just do YouTube? What was the other one? Hold on. I got to reread that real quick. Oh, and the podcast. I'll talk about podcast in 1 second. I love podcasting. Okay. Yes. And YouTube is the same. So YouTube shows up on search engine. This is long form content. If you can get people to watch a YouTube video, them signing up for coaching is pretty awesome because intimacy is high on YouTube because it's long form. But you run into the problem. You can't DM them and you can't do stories. So you really want to send anything like this. And I'm going to also include podcast into that to your social media, I'm going to say TikTok, or what am I saying? Let me take a breath. Instagram or Facebook or even LinkedIn, maybe. Okay. Because of the DM feature. So on TikTok, I'm sure I have some people that have seen me on TikTok here. They will go to Instagram, and then because of the stories, the intimacy is high and the DMs. So your best bet is to definitely make content here. And that also includes your podcast coming up on search engines. But the converting people from these into a coaching program is like a whole other situation. And so you want to get some like personal FaceTime with them. Like, I'm a real person, pay attention to me. And the best way to do that is through Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn, because of the DM feature, and like utilizing it like a social, like a virtual black book. Like, these are my contacts. This is who I'm hanging out with. I can send voice memos. I can increase intimacy. It becomes a Rolodex. And not only that, they can see my short form content too. And honestly, if you can get people to make a jump from TikTok to YouTube, and they come and find you on Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn, they become really high quality people that will enroll in your programs if they have that problem. Okay. So that's what I recommend. I like Instagram. Instagram's a really powerful tool right now. So my favorite way is dual creating content on Instagram and YouTube, and advertising my other social media channels on the other social media channels for this reason. If you can get them on Instagram, then you can start talking to them. And you can invite them to your invite only event. All right. See you, Jamie. We'll see you later. Jamie in Norway. Okay, I got this question, which is, it's 1:33. Make sure you get that application filled out. Okay, applications close tomorrow. Replays come down tomorrow. All right, maybe I will open this door. Please hold. Getting warm here in Portland. All right. Coach David, can I ask what you guys use to send your Instagram followers a DM when they haven't DM'd you first? The native Instagram app on a phone is painful to use, so slow. I'm not looking to book DM my followers, just something that makes it so I can use my desktop to do it easier, and ideally helps me who I've already sent a DM to and who I haven't. So yes, you need a system. Okay? This is not a system. A system is not, oh, okay, I have a spare 15 minutes here, so I'm going to look at my Instagram and I'm going to try to come up with something to say to this person because I think they're my target market and I have a webinar. So I guess I'm just going to come off with the top of my head how to help them. Okay. You're going to do that like never, maybe once, and then you're just not going to have time for it. So you're going to want to create a system, but you can't, what you don't want to do is just like create a system and hire a VA and say, hey, Mr. VA, just go send this message to people. And then not have a system for tracking how that works or tracking if it's effective. So to answer David's question, we send our DMs from Instagram on the desktop. So for those that don't know, Instagram, they want you to use mobile. Okay, that you want to be uploading. They want you to upload it on mobile. They want you to create all the content on there. It's all a mobile app. That was how it was created. It doesn't want you to use the desktop, which is why I can't live stream here on YouTube and Facebook and on Instagram at the same time because Instagram doesn't want me to. But anyway, so we do actually end up sending DM messages through our desktop. And we have a Google Doc that has a whole tree of things of who people are, what we will say to them, okay? And how we will respond back and forth. Now, that just didn't come from anywhere. My team and I have spent years testing that out, measuring the metrics. Okay, I sent this is what it looks like. I sent this message to 10 people. How many people responded? Now I sent this message to 10 people. How many people responded? Which one's better? Why do I think that is? And how can I improve it? And so you got to understand, you got to get yourself to a good place where you're like, yeah, that message is highly effective. And then you can put it in a document and then you can hire a VA to do it. So David, to answer your question, after you play around with it on your desktop for a while and you're like, that's a strong message. And I have an IO event, which will actually build the intimacy. IO means invite only. That's why my strategy is so amazing because we perfected it over 20 years. Okay. And then my coaching clients will come in and we'll give them a nice baseline and then they can go test it out for their target market and perfect it for their target market. Hey, Cassandra, nice to see you. So invite only. And so then we know how many people come to the invite only. We know who our perfect customers are, and a VA can handle it from there, just so you know. Is there an easy way to tell with Instagram which followers are new? Absolutely. There is. I don't have my phone here, but you go to your phone, okay? And you click followers, and there's a way to sort. We are always, guys, it is a quality versus quantity game. If you're the only thing you're tracking on Instagram and all these other platforms are how much did my follower count go up today? If that's the only thing you're tracking, and like that's not what you should even be tracking, because bots and competitors and more bots and even more bots and salespeople and marketers, they're all going to be following you. And like, who cares? What matters when you follow the virtual black book strategy is you do care. And instead you're like, yes, this is what it should be. Not, yes, I have 1,000 new Instagram followers this week and still no one's actually engaging. Or imagine this, guys. I have 30 new Instagram followers this week. They are all real people. They are all coaches looking to build their business, and they all are trying to post on social media. That's for me. That's 30 high quality people that I can actually invite to an invite only event. I don't give two craps about how much my follower count goes up. What I care about is that we are tracking how many high quality people we attract or are bringing into our social media. And you can only do that by looking and investigating. It's easy enough to tell who's a bot and who could be your real customer, guys, right? So go look at it, track it. And then if you see, here's the key. If you see an uptick, you know what? Today we got five new followers, and not that's a lot of new followers. And then you say, what content did I post today that brought in these 5 new high quality followers? And then you go create more content like that to bring in more high quality followers. Now that's a strategy, and you have to be like, you have to understand that it's like a step-by-step thing so you can actually track it and get the info you need. Please do not throw the spaghetti at the marketing wall technique, right? Like, I'll just try this, or I'll go ask AI and give me 25 topics and I'll just throw that at the wall. Do you know how that comes across when you don't have a strategy of actually what to post? It comes across as they're all over the place. Half the stuff they say, 3/4 of the stuff they say isn't even relevant to me, and I'm unfollowing them, or at a minimum, not even going to like or comment on any of their posts. So eventually it's not even showing up on my feed. So it's really important. Quality, quality, quality. Okay. Number 2, I'm not nervous about selling. I am nervous about my first DM to a new follower being something about who I am and happy to help, or whatever the verbiage is. I'm concerned it's akin to asking them to sleep with you on a first date instead of at least going out for coffee with, thanks for the follow, and then hitting them sometime later with more. Now, part of this, you can wait, right? Like, we wait until they've been a follower for 3 days. I don't know, but this is what else I do. Okay. This is my ninja tricks for starting these DMs. So first of all, as I mentioned at the top of the hour, okay, if you did let's say you're a divorce coach and you did a reel around, hey, going through a divorce is extremely lonely. Here are 3 tips for not feeling so lonely and disempowered through a divorce. And let's say that 5 people followed you because you did that reel. Okay. Do you really think they want you to leave them alone? They are alone in a divorce and actually followed your account because they were lonely. Do you really need to hang back? What if they were in your living room saying, yeah, that sucks. Being in a divorce sucks. These are just real people. So yeah, I think you should put it in a process, and everybody who follows you, you are a coach, you are a business out there, you need to tell them what the next step is. It is a dance, okay? You put out a piece of content, they followed you, you take the next step. They'll appreciate it because especially with this IO event strategy, the title. So for me, I know that business coaches coming to me are looking to grow group coaching programs, and they're coming on content that teaches them how to do that. Of course, any follower is going to be madly interested, and they are, in a webinar hosted by me, a 20-year veteran expert at growing coaching businesses, with the title of, "Hey, thank you for following my account. Just wanted to let you know that I have a free masterclass coming up called How to Grow Your Group Coaching Program Without Exhaustive Launches, Risky Ad Spend, or Complicated Tech. If you want a ticket, let me know." I do not drop a link. I do not force it down their throat, but heck yeah, I invite them to the next step because they obviously have the problem that I can help with. And that just so happens to be my calling in life, is to help people with that. So you're darn tootin' sure. That's right. I said darn tootin'. Okay. Then I'm going to invite them to that because it's my turn. So I would say I understand that you think it's, like dating, but I would say if your high quality content is obvious who you're speaking to, you already know what they need. Okay. So it's a content thing. Sure. If I post a picture about my family that's not relevant to coaching and I get some followers, they probably will be like, I don't know why I would come to your masterclass, but I know who's following me on social media. I know what their problem is. Okay. I hope that helps. All right. Okay, let's talk about, I have a couple more questions here. How do I find my perfect clients on Instagram? If you guys have questions, let me know. These were a couple that were emailed, okay? That were emailed because they couldn't make it. So, Instagram, this is what you got to know. First of all, this is I'm going to draw out the positioning graph. This is advanced marketing. This is what all the marketers won't tell you, okay? I'm about to tell you, especially when it comes to transformational coaching. This is price, and this is quality. And your coaching programs, so if you have like a low cost membership and you're low touch and you're like some sort of $47 or $67 something, okay, like it or not, your price tells people what your value is. There is no such thing as people going around being like, and I only paid $24 for this amazing program and it blew my mind. Or I think I'm going to pay $24 for that and it's going to completely change my life. So your price tells everybody what you think your value is worth. Hate me or not, it's not a popular opinion, but it's true. You go to Walmart, you have an off brand versus a brand that's 10 times more expensive. In our heads, we are like, I bet that one works better. That's what it's like in coaching. So you're shooting yourself in the foot. And a big apology if that actually happened to anybody. I did not mean to offend anyone with that comment. Okay. If you've shot yourself in the foot, if you're offering a $47 program and then you think, oh my gosh, I actually also want to offer a $2,000 program. And on social media, you're selling a $47 and people are like, she's a $47 person. And then you try to sell a $2,000 program, it won't work. It does not work. Now, there's a place for these in the Millionaire Maker Funnel, which I can go over. I don't know if I'll have time today. Go and watch the replays, okay? But there's not enough room, and I would not do this because do you know how many $47 products you have to sell to make even $2,000? Somebody do the math for me, okay? It's like 100, like 20 or something. And the fact is, that when we're selling coaching, it's not so much about this amount. It's about creating the urgency, like how bad they want that transformation. It's like as hard to get $1 from somebody who is the right client as it is to get $2,000 from the right client or $5,000. You have to know that. This is not buying you anything. This does not make the sales process easier. This is nothing. This is for you. If this is the only thing you're offering is low cost because you're like, I just want to help people and I want to be accessible to everybody, you won't make money. This is a hobby unless there's a strategy behind it, which most people don't have because they're just selling low cost offers. Anyway, you have to pick one and you can really only position as one. And the way to make sure your social media content is on is you find one true client. That's what I call it. Okay. And that's somebody who has paid you, who has the problem, who's had the transformation, who has the money, who has the motivation, who actually doesn't need to be told that like coaching is amazing. And you find that one true client. And then you write their name on a Post-it note. I know it's not a very advanced strategy, but do it because it works. Then you write their name on a Post-it note. Fact is, this true client cannot be you. I know what you're doing. I've seen coaching clients do this before. You think, oh, that's me. I'm up there. I'll just market to myself. You can't market to yourself because we all think we're so full of genius, okay? You can't market to yourself, and it can't be a smorgasbord of 3 different of your clients. Well, Marsha had the motivation, and Sally had the money, and Julia actually really found breakthrough in coaching. No, one true client, because you can't speak to that person unless it's been modeled for you. Period. And so then you put your one true client on a Post-it note, and every single time you post on social media, okay, let's say mine's name is Karen. Would Karen like this post? Karen paid me $5,000. How would Karen feel if I did a $47 program? She might think, why did I pay $5,000 if I can get you once a week in a membership? Okay. Does this fit Karen's problem? What does this look like? If you're not attracting the right people on social, follow this and stay true to it. I have a Post-it note every time we post. What does Karen think of this? Or whatever our true client is. Okay. That is how you find your perfect clients on Instagram. So then you start creating reels, and then you look at your followers, and then you rinse and repeat. Okay. All right. I'm going to leave you guys with the IO strategy. We had a couple more questions about the IO. I'm at 149. Don't forget to get your applications in. Thank you so much for joining me this week. We have one more session tomorrow in the Unlaunch Method Workshop, and we have a QA session tomorrow night for everybody who has signed up for the workshop. And so make sure that you come to those. I think that's only VIP though. VIP is only for the QA tomorrow. So this is where I want to end. How do I get, so now after we've created good content, how do we get those clients off of social media and into our coaching programs? And that's through an invite only event is what I recommend. And what that is that is a 53-minute long, highly specialized webinar, okay, that answers 2 questions, but leaves them with a lot of questions. This feeling is, oh my gosh, Lindsay actually answered my original questions, but I never thought about what happens after that. Most people aren't thinking 2 spots ahead. And so you got to like get them here and then be like, yeah, but you got a lot more problems. And when you do that and you get them on an invite only event, okay, and this is on Zoom, and it's only for those right social media followers, okay? High quality. Hey, I've got this webinar. I've already talked about this. Rewind on this live and invite them. And this thing, okay, I've given mine like 100 times. I don't have to prep for it. I can count on it. It gives amazing value, okay? It gets the right people on my enrollment call process, and I've invested in a system. So that's what I recommend. is the invite-only strategy. So I'm going to leave you with this today. Which is 2023. I'm going to actually move this. Hey, everybody. Nice to see you. Nice to see you all. It's 2023. It's a heck of an amazing time to be a coach. In fact, how, what the economy is doing, what the promise that is out here in the coaching industry. I honestly believe, and I know a lot of you, my biggest compliment is that people really like my energy. And I love that. And I am so energetic and passionate about helping people grow their coaching programs because I know how simple it can be. For me, it was hard. I've been doing this for a really long time and I made a lot of mistakes. But but after learning those mistakes and creating a strategy that actually worked after years of perfecting this specifically for transformational coaching, I get excited. My energy is high because it does not have to be hard. Literally, the only person stopping you from having the online coaching business that affords you more time, more money, more freedom, and more impact is you. Now, easier said than done. I know that because I know you have beliefs holding you back that you think it can't be that easy. And so you find proof everywhere about how hard it is and how hard this must be. Okay? Like I know what that's like. You also need a strategy. Take it from me, okay? I eat digital marketing for breakfast. I love digital marketing. I'm always loved digital marketing. I'm highly skilled. I have an entire agency that services 6 to 7 figure coaches. I love it. You guys do not want to figure this out on your own. With the advent of AI, okay, that's going to make things way more complicated. You wasting your time trying to figure it out, throwing spaghetti at the wall, thinking 3 reels worked. When's the next one going to work? I can't count on anything. The money in the bank account does not equal the work I'm putting in. I love you guys too. Thank you for listening. I get really passionate. It doesn't have to be hard, but please, okay, fill out my application or not. I can help you if you like what the team and I have put together and the strategy makes sense. And you want to create a strategy that's super simple to get people off of social. Like, what do I post on social to attract the right clients? And how do I actually get them off of social and into my coaching programs and scale it? If that is what you're looking for, I would invite you to fill out the application. Okay. If you don't fill out my application, no problem. But please do not figure this out by yourself. I do not want you to quit. It's not only your life you're going to change when you sign up for a coach. Obviously, you guys change lives for a living. So it's the ripple effect. It's the ripple effect. You're changing lives and other people's lives. It's so amazing to me. And it's available for everyone. You can work out of your house. You can do it low cost. It's a whole strategy for you and it's available to everyone. You just have to know it's available for you and have the right strategy. So that's why my energy gets so high and that's why I get so excited because it's available for absolutely everyone. I have clients who help women, battered women, by walking through her garden. It's amazing. Okay. And then I have $1 million coaches helping other people build $1 million businesses. And they help with divorce and they help with children and they help with executive leadership. We're changing lives here, guys, and it's very exciting. So fill out that application or don't, but fill out someone's application and get some help so we can change the world and you can have more time, more money, more freedom, and more impact. All right. Thank you so much for joining me on this AMA. I will see you tomorrow, and then I will see you on the QA session tomorrow. Go catch those replays at theunlaunchmethod.com before we take them down tomorrow. Until next time, I'll see you later.